Hello and welcome to Frost Over the World. Later in the programme I'll be talking to soul singer Beverly Knight, discussing the French elections and exploring the phenomenon of honour killings. But first of all, dramatic news this week from Bangladesh. The story so far, just for a moment. Back in 1991, the military government was toppled through a people's uprising, led jointly by Khalida Zia and Sheikh Hasina. In the subsequent years, both women served as Prime Minister. Last year, an interim administration took charge to prepare for fresh elections, but in January the military stepped in to run that administration and the elections were postponed. Sheikh Hasina is now facing charges that relate to murder and corruption. Last week she was blocked from boarding a flight home from London after the military-backed government barred her from returning. But now there's amazing news this week about that, and we're delighted to be joined by the former Bangladesh Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina. Welcome. It's so good to have you with us. Now, the dramatic news this week was that the government, having stopped you going back to your own country, has changed their mind, and now, as of Wednesday, you're free to go back.
Well, yes, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It's wonderful to meet you here. And you're very correct that first they put cases against me, they issued warrant against me. Then I think it is a tremendous pressure from people of Bangladesh, home and abroad, then world leaders, and especially the world media. And that's why they withdraw the ban. Now I can go back to my country, and I am going back very soon. Soon as possible, I am going back.
And you will then you will have the opportunity to, in person, to fight these charges that have been made. You'll be able to.
Yes, of course, I want to fight it. Rule of law will take its own course, and it is very interesting that, in one hand, the same ministry filed case against me, issued warrant, and other hand, they bade me, put ban on me so that I cannot go back. So when I raise this issue, perhaps then, and of course when I will go, I will face the case, because I know very well that all these charges and case totally false. It's absolutely false, and I mean those cases they have.
So you want to go back and say that loud and clear?
Of course, yeah. You know, my people are with me, so I will, you know, fight this back with the, in one hand politically, other hand I mean through judicial. So I want to place before.
Do you want to be, I'm sure you do you want to be Prime Minister of Bangladesh again?
Well, it's depend on our people. If our people want me, then no, it's people to decide. How can I say that? Yeah. Of course, I want to serve my people. I want to work for my people. And you know, I dedicated myself for my people, because our people are very poor, they are worst sufferer. At this moment, they don't have any political right, they don't have any right to speech, or they are suffering from economic problems. So I want to assist them, because you know, my father had a dream. He wanted to build up Bangladesh as poverty-free country. So I also, you know, have the same ideology, and I want to follow my father's ideology and build up Bangladesh as poverty-free, illiteracy-free, prosperous Bangladesh, because Bangladesh people fought for that cause, fought for their democratic right, their political right, and economic right, and fundamental rights.
And you mentioned your father. I have very fond memories of interviewing him right at the beginning of 1972, when he just returned as the father of the new country, really, yes, released by West Pakistan, wasn't it? And, yes, and started on that mission. What do you think you could do if you're re-elected? The thing people always talk about, the problem being basically too much corruption in Bangladesh. Is it possible to wipe that out or get rid of it?
Actually, what happened, you know, 1975, when father of the nation was assassinated and military government took over power illegally. So they corrupted the whole nation. When you are not an elected government, when there is no democracy, then you cannot get the transparency or accountability. And when there is no accountability and transparency, obviously what happened? The corruption, nepotism, terrorist activities, all those things take place. So corruption is there, but during my time, when you know, our government, our Bangladesh Awami League was in power from 96 to 2001.
Yeah.
Beside this corrupt administration or corrupt system, but we made tremendous progress. Our country, we had 4 million metric ton food deficit. We developed and we increased the production, and country become self-sufficient in food. Our literacy rate was only 45%. We increased up to 66%. Like our power generation was 1600 megawatt. We increased about 4,300. So that way, we ensure people's fundamental right and the food security of the country. Our poverty reduction rate was 1.52%. So we started reducing the production, the poverty. So poverty is our main enemy and main cause. So we devoted that. So I am very much confident with the help of people and our friends, home and abroad, definitely we can develop our country and we can curb the corruption. But now I think that they should hold election as soon as possible. Otherwise, without transparency, without elected government, you know, the country cannot run for a long time, and the poverty, the corruption, you cannot stop. Then again the same cycle will start, what happened after 75. So we don't want that. We want true democracy and democratic right of our people.
It's a very, very great joy to have you with us. You're going to go back home to face all these issues in a week or two, yes?
That's true. I'm planning to go back first week of next month, because I have some program already set up. But of course, very eagerly I am waiting to go back to my people, because I couldn't accept when there was a bar, then I couldn't accept it, that this is my country. I am the citizen of the country, and as you know, under the leadership of our father of the nation, these people of our country, they led the movement for their liberation, for their democracy. So how can they stop me? I am the daughter of the father of the nation. I was the prime minister. I was member of parliament 4 times. And I struggled for democracy, for fundamental right of my people, and I devoted myself for my people. I spent most of the time with my people. So how can they stop me? I couldn't, you know, accept it.
Well, they're not stopping you anymore, and we wish you a very safe journey.
Thank you very much.
And now from Bangladesh to South Africa. After this short break, we'll be talking to South Africa's Minister for Security. See you then.